Maintaining strong legs and flexible mobility at 60, 70, or 80 is one of the most important indicators of independence and quality of life. Walking easily, climbing stairs with confidence, and moving without assistance not only boost your self-esteem, but also reduce the risk of falls, injuries, and age-related health issues. However, this doesn't happen by chance. Those who preserve good physical function usually follow a long-term plan for caring for their bodies, combining a balanced diet, regular exercise, and the right nutritional supplements. In today's world, many older adults face a challenge. The quality of food has changed significantly. Soil has lost minerals, and industrial farming along with processed foods means the body no longer gets all the essential vitamins and minerals it needs. For this reason, many people, especially those over 60, turn to supplements and vitamins to maintain their health. However, using supplements incorrectly or taking excessive doses can quietly weaken leg strength, reduce balance, and impair mobility without you even realizing it. It is important to understand how to use each common vitamin properly, balance it with other nutrients, and combine it with a healthy lifestyle. Doing so not only helps prevent muscle loss and weak legs, but also protects bones, joints, and long-term mobility. In this video, we will explore 5 popular vitamins that many older adults commonly take. But if used incorrectly, they can weaken leg strength. Each vitamin will be analyzed in detail, covering its benefits, potential risks, and safe usage, along with practical advice to help maintain flexibility, strength, and independence during the golden years of life. However, supplementing with vitamin D is not always safe if used incorrectly or without the necessary supporting nutrients. Vitamin D works best when combined with vitamin K2 and magnesium. Without these nutrients, calcium from vitamin D can accumulate in the wrong places, such as arteries, joints, or muscles, leading to cramps, aches, and reduced blood flow, especially in the legs, which are particularly sensitive to age-related circulation decline. Scientific studies, including research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, indicate that an imbalance between vitamins D and K2 can increase the risk of arterial calcification, directly affecting blood flow and muscle function in the lower limbs. Additionally, taking high doses of vitamin D, over 4,000 IU per day, without balancing K2 and magnesium can lead to vitamin D toxicity, causing fatigue, muscle weakness, and impaired nerve function. Symptoms that many older adults often mistake for normal aging. In this context, the story of Mrs. Linda, 68, from Florida, provides a clear example. She had been taking high doses of vitamin D daily without realizing her body also needed vitamin K2 and magnesium for balance. A few weeks later, she experienced tired legs, frequent cramps, and difficulty walking. When she visited her doctor, they found that calcium in her body was not being used properly and was accumulating in her muscles and joints. After adjusting her supplements to include K2 and magnesium, her leg health improved significantly, and she realized that taking vitamins incorrectly can backfire. This story illustrates that for vitamin D to work optimally, it must be combined with supporting nutrients and taken in the appropriate dosage. To safely supplement vitamin D, experts recommend maintaining a balanced ratio of D3 to K2, specifically 1,000 IU of D3 paired with 10 mscg of K2. For example, if taking 5,000 IU of D3 daily, the accompanying K2 should be 50 mscg. Magnesium also plays a crucial role, helping activate vitamin D and preventing calcium from accumulating in the wrong places. Magnesium can be obtained from foods like pumpkin seeds, almonds, spinach, or from easily absorbed supplements such as magnesium glycinate and malate. Another important factor is sunlight. Vitamin D is naturally produced when the skin is exposed to sunlight, just 15-30 minutes a few times a week, especially when combined with walking or outdoor activity. Sun exposure not only boosts the body's vitamin D production, but also improves mood, sleep, and hormone balance, all of which directly affect leg strength and energy. Finally, supplementing with vitamin D should be accompanied by a healthy lifestyle, a balanced diet, and regular physical activity. Older adults should prioritize vitamin D-rich foods such as salmon, sardines, eggs, and fortified milk, combined with K2-rich foods like aged cheeses or natto. When used correctly, vitamin D not only strengthens bones, but also helps maintain leg strength, mobility, reduces the risk of falls, and supports long-term independence. Overall, vitamin D is a fantastic companion, but only when used correctly, combined with K2 and magnesium, and paired with a healthy lifestyle. Understanding this principle helps maintain leg strength, mobility, and long-term independence. Especially during the golden years of life, calcium is one of the most important minerals for older adults. It not only helps maintain bone health, but also plays a role in muscle function, nerve signaling, and heart contraction. A calcium deficiency can lead to osteoporosis, increased risk of fractures, and reduced muscle strength, especially in the legs, which bear the body's weight and directly affect mobility. And calcium is one of the most important minerals for older adults. It not only helps maintain bone health, but also supports muscle function, nerve signaling, and heart contraction. A deficiency in calcium can lead to osteoporosis, a higher risk of fractures, and decreased muscle strength, particularly in the legs, which bear the body's weight and directly impact mobility. Many older adults believe that taking a daily calcium supplement will strengthen bones and prevent fractures. However, if calcium is taken without being combined with vitamin D, vitamin K2, and magnesium, the body cannot effectively direct calcium to the bones. Instead, calcium may accumulate in the muscles, joints, and arteries, causing cramps, aches, reduced blood flow, and impaired mobility. The story of Mr. Thomas, 75, illustrates this clearly. He took a daily calcium pill to prevent osteoporosis, following advice from advertisements and some acquaintances. After a while, he noticed his legs becoming stiff, experiencing frequent cramps, and having more difficulty walking. During a medical checkup, the doctor found that calcium in his body was accumulating in the wrong places due to a lack of accompanying vitamin D, K2, and magnesium. After adjusting his supplementation plan to include these supporting vitamins and minerals, his leg health gradually improved and his mobility returned. This story shows that taking calcium alone does not always provide benefits and can sometimes backfire if nutrients are not properly balanced. Research has also confirmed this. A study published in the British Medical Journal, 2010, found that taking calcium supplements without vitamin D can increase the risk of heart problems in older adults. Another study from the Journal of the American Geriatric Society indicated that high-dose calcium supplementation does not significantly reduce the risk of fractures and may even be associated with decreased muscle strength and impaired mobility. Therefore, experts recommend obtaining calcium primarily from natural foods rather than relying solely on supplements. Foods such as dark leafy greens, sesame seeds, sardines, almonds, tofu, and bok choy provide calcium naturally and in an easily absorbed form, while also containing other nutrients that help the body use it effectively without misplacement. Moreover, calcium from food is naturally accompanied by vitamin D, K2, and magnesium, allowing the body to utilize it optimally. Older adults should avoid taking high-dose calcium on their own without a doctor's recommendation, especially if not supplementing with vitamin D and K2 at the same time. An imbalance can lead to muscle weakness, stiff legs, a higher risk of falls, and reduced mobility. Instead, combining a balanced diet with vitamin D, K2, and magnesium helps protect bones, strengthen muscles, and maintain leg flexibility. Additionally, to maximize effectiveness, older adults should combine gentle physical activities such as walking, climbing stairs, or chair-assisted squats. These exercises help the body absorb calcium more efficiently while maintaining muscle, improving blood circulation, and enhancing balance. The combination of proper nutrition and regular movement is key to keeping legs strong, reducing the risk of fractures, and protecting independent mobility. Although calcium is an essential nutrient, taking it incorrectly can do more harm than good. Understanding the proper way to supplement, prioritizing natural food sources, and combining calcium with vitamin D, K2, magnesium, and regular exercise can help older adults protect their bones, maintain muscle strength, and preserve flexibility and independence for many years to come. Vitamin A is one of the essential nutrients involved in many vital functions of the body, including vision, the immune system, and skin health. It helps the eyes function properly, supports the immune system in fighting infections, and keeps the skin healthy. However, vitamin A is also a fat-soluble vitamin, meaning the body can store it in the liver and fat tissue, and taking excessive amounts over a long period can cause serious harm, especially for older adults. Many older adults often believe that taking more vitamin A will help prevent illness, improve vision, or boost overall health. However, excessive vitamin A can quietly weaken muscles, reduce bone density, and increase the risk of fractures, particularly in the legs, which bear the body's weight and directly affect mobility. A typical example is the story of Mrs. Margaret, 70. She was taking multiple supplements at the same time, including a multivitamin, a bone formula, and an immune booster, all of which contained vitamin A. After a few months, she began experiencing fatigue, joint pain, and reduced mobility, especially when climbing stairs. During a checkup, her doctor found that her vitamin A levels exceeded the safe limit, accumulating in her liver and fat tissue. After adjusting the dosages and focusing on a balanced diet, her health gradually improved, and she realized that taking multiple sources of vitamin A without monitoring total intake can backfire and harm bone and muscle health. Scientific research also confirms this risk. A review published in the New England Journal of Medicine indicated that prolonged excessive intake of vitamin A can reduce bone mineral density and increase the risk of fractures in older adults. The safe daily limit for adults is 3,000 micrograms or 10,000 IU of preformed vitamin A. However, this includes vitamin A from food, supplements, and fortified products. Beta-carotene, the plant-based form, is generally safer, but when taken in excess or combined from multiple sources, it can still accumulate. To use vitamin A safely, older adults should prioritize natural food sources such as orange and yellow vegetables, carrots, sweet potatoes, pumpkin, leafy greens, and fruits rich in beta-carotene, while monitoring supplement intake to avoid exceeding the recommended limit. Combining a balanced diet, appropriate supplementation, and a healthy lifestyle helps protect bones, muscles, and overall health. Additionally, vitamin A should be taken alongside other nutrients that support bones and muscles, including vitamin D, K2, and magnesium, to optimize calcium absorption and maintain mobility strength. Maintaining a balanced diet combined with gentle exercise, such as walking, squats, or climbing stairs, also helps the body absorb nutrients more effectively and strengthens the legs. Although vitamin A is an essential nutrient, excessive intake can quietly weaken muscles, reduce bone density, and impair mobility. Understanding the proper way to use it, prioritizing natural food sources, and combining it with supporting nutrients can help older adults maintain leg strength, flexibility, and long-term independence. After exploring vitamin A and the risks of overconsumption, we move on to vitamin E, a nutrient well known for its antioxidant properties and cardiovascular benefits. Vitamin E helps prevent cellular damage, supports the immune system, and promotes overall health, especially in older adults. However, like vitamin A, vitamin E is also fat-soluble, meaning the body can store it, and taking it incorrectly can lead to excessive levels. Many older adults believe that taking synthetic vitamin E supplements will provide maximum benefits for heart health and muscle strength. However, using synthetic vitamin E or taking excessive amounts can lead to muscle weakness, fatigue, and nerve dysfunction, particularly in the legs, which directly affect mobility and independence. Research shows that high doses of DL-alpha tocopherol, a synthetic form of vitamin E, can reduce mobility and increase the risk of muscle decline in older adults. A clear example is Mr. Henry, 73, who had been taking synthetic vitamin E for about a year to support heart health. Initially, he felt healthier, but after a few months, he began experiencing muscle weakness, fatigue, and difficulty climbing stairs. After receiving guidance, he switched to natural forms of vitamin E, rich in tocotrienols from foods like red palm oil, rice bran oil, seeds, and nuts. Within a few weeks, his muscle strength and leg energy improved significantly, showing that choosing the right form of vitamin E and using it properly is essential for maintaining mobility and overall physical health. Studies also indicate that taking high doses of vitamin E, over 400 IU per day, can increase the risk of mortality and reduce muscle performance in older adults. This is because vitamin E accumulates in the body, especially when using synthetic forms, which can interfere with vitamin K activity, lead to excessive blood thinning and negatively affect muscles and nerves. Vitamin E should be taken alongside a diet rich in healthy fats, protein, leafy greens, and seeds to ensure optimal absorption, enhance muscle strength, and reduce the risk of cramps or fatigue. Combining this with gentle physical activity, such as walking, squats, or climbing stairs, also helps the body use vitamin E more effectively while maintaining muscle mass and leg strength. Like vitamin A, vitamin E is an essential nutrient, but using the wrong form or taking excessive amounts can quietly weaken muscles, reduce leg strength, and impair mobility. Understanding the proper way to use it, prioritizing natural foods rich in tocotrienols, and maintaining a healthy lifestyle can help older adults protect leg strength, reduce the risk of falls, and preserve long-term independence. Vitamin B6 is an essential nutrient that plays a key role in protein metabolism, red blood cell production, and the maintenance of nerve function and brain health. In older adults, B6 not only helps boost energy and mental clarity, but also directly affects mobility, muscle strength, and leg flexibility. A deficiency in vitamin B6 can lead to fatigue, impaired nerve function, and reduced muscle strength, while excessive supplementation also carries serious potential risks. Many older adults believe that because B6 is a water-soluble vitamin, the body can eliminate any excess, so they don't need to worry about the dosage. However, taking high doses over a long period can still lead to accumulation and toxicity, affecting sensory nerves. Research shows that long-term supplementation above 500 milliliters per day can cause nerve damage, numbness, tingling, loss of coordination, and muscle weakness, particularly in the legs, reducing the ability to walk, climb stairs, and maintain independence. Currently, Mrs. Susan, 69, was taking high-dose B6 supplements, believing they would boost her energy and improve nerve health. After a few months, she began experiencing numbness and tingling in her feet, loss of balance while walking, and difficulty climbing stairs. During a medical checkup, her doctor diagnosed sensory neuropathy caused by excessive B6 supplementation. After adjusting her dosage to a safe level and prioritizing natural B6-rich foods, her symptoms gradually improved and her leg strength increased. This story illustrates that excessive B6 supplementation can quietly weaken leg strength and mobility, even though many people believe water-soluble vitamins are completely safe. Additionally, when supplementing with vitamin B9, folate, older adults need to ensure adequate vitamin B12 intake, as folate can mask the signs of B12 deficiency, which also causes nerve damage and reduced muscle strength. Vitamin B12 should be taken in easily absorbable forms, such as methylcobalamin or adenosylcobalamin, especially for those over 60, since absorption decreases with age. To use B6 safely and effectively, older adults should prioritize natural food sources, such as bananas, chickpeas, salmon, and potatoes, while monitoring total B6 intake from supplements. If supplementation is necessary, the dosage should be kept around 10 to 120 milligrams per day, unless otherwise directed by a healthcare professional. This approach helps prevent nerve damage and supports muscle strength and mobility. In addition to supplementation, regular gentle physical activity also help protect nerves and muscles. Activities such as walking, light squats, and climbing stairs improve blood circulation, enhance muscle strength, maintain coordination, and reduce the risk of age-related decline in mobility. Overall, vitamin B6 is an essential nutrient, but taking excessive amounts can quietly weaken muscles, impair nerve function, and affect leg mobility. Understanding proper dosages, prioritizing natural food sources, and maintaining a healthy lifestyle can help older adults protect leg strength, preserve flexibility, and sustain long-term independence. After learning about vitamins that can pose a risk to leg strength, it is important to know how to naturally protect and restore leg power. Leg strength depends not only on vitamins and minerals, but also on daily habits, diet, and lifestyle. One of the fundamental principles is regular physical activity. Walking, climbing stairs, light squats, or simple chair exercises all help maintain leg muscle strength, improve blood circulation, and reduce the risk of age-related muscle loss. Gentle daily activity, even just 20-30 minutes, can make a significant difference in mobility and balance for older adults. Diet also plays a very important role. Older adults should reduce refined carbohydrates, sugar, and processed foods, as these can raise insulin levels and promote chronic inflammation, leading to muscle decline. Instead, they should increase high-quality protein from sources such as fish, lean meats, eggs, low-fat dairy, or plant-based options like tofu and legumes to maintain muscle and strength. Additionally, magnesium and vitamin D, obtained naturally from food and sunlight, support healthy bones and muscles. Additionally, limiting prolonged sitting is very important. Sitting for long periods weakens leg muscles, reduces blood circulation, and increases the risk of swelling or cramps. Regularly standing up, walking lightly indoors or outdoors, and incorporating simple stretching exercises help maintain muscle strength and flexibility. Hydration, drinking enough water, is also a crucial factor. Dehydration can reduce muscle contraction, affecting leg strength and coordination. Older adults should drink sufficient water daily and include fruits and vegetables in their diet to provide natural electrolytes. Finally, getting enough sleep and proper rest is fundamental for muscle recovery, effective growth hormone activity, and improving leg strength. Quality sleep helps reduce fatigue, maintain flexibility, and lower the risk of falls. After examining in detail the 5 common vitamins, vitamin D, calcium, vitamin A, vitamin E, and vitamin B6, that can weaken leg strength if used incorrectly or in excessive amounts, it is important to take a holistic view of leg health and self-protection. The legs not only enable movement, but also symbolize independence, confidence, and quality of life for older adults. When leg strength declines, mobility decreases, the risk of falls and fractures rises, directly impacting overall health and daily autonomy. Looking back at each vitamin, vitamin D is an essential nutrient that helps with calcium absorption and maintaining healthy muscles. But without sufficient vitamin K2 and magnesium, the body can accumulate calcium in the wrong places, leading to cramps, aches, and impaired mobility. Calcium, when taken alone without vitamin D, K2, and magnesium, can also accumulate in muscles and arteries, reducing blood flow and leg strength. Vitamin A, while essential for vision and immunity, can accumulate in the liver when taken in excess, weakening muscles, reducing bone density, and increasing the risk of falls. Vitamin E, especially in the synthetic DL-alpha tocopherol form, if oversupplemented, can decrease muscle strength, cause fatigue, and lead to nerve dysfunction. Finally, vitamin B6, although important for nerve function and red blood cell production, can cause sensory nerve damage, numbness, loss of coordination, and reduced leg strength if taken at doses hundreds of times higher than the body's needs. Additionally, older adults need to prioritize sufficient sleep, proper hydration, and limiting prolonged sitting. Quality sleep supports muscle recovery, effective growth hormone activity, and reduces fatigue. Drinking enough water, combined with a diet rich in fruits and vegetables, helps maintain electrolyte balance and prevents cramps and muscle spasms. Limiting long periods of sitting improves blood circulation and reduces the risk of swelling and leg fatigue. By combining all of these factors, older adults can protect leg strength, maintain mobility, and preserve long-term independence, even in their 70s, 80s, or 90s. This is the key to living healthily, confidently, and fully each day. Finally, remember, don't take vitamins haphazardly. Understand how they interact, monitor dosages, and prioritize natural food sources. At the same time, combining a healthy lifestyle with regular physical activity will help you maintain strong legs, abundant energy, and independence in daily life. If you found this information helpful, please hit like to support the video, share it with family or friends over 60, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more health videos specially designed for older adults. When applied correctly, you'll not only avoid the risks associated with vitamins, but also build strong legs, abundant energy, and confidence in daily movement. One final reminder, your legs carry you through life, so treat them like gold. Cherish your legs as they are the foundation for a healthy, independent, and fulfilling life in your golden years.